but they're taking so much of your time and you're getting nothing back. It's there to set up your future. How am I going to create a future if you're taking so much of the present? What is up, you guys? We are back at it with another video. I want to first say, hope y'all are having a beautiful, blessed day. Let's just get straight into it. This video is about school, why I don't really mess with school, why I don't really like school, and why I personally think that it's an agenda to lower your vibration. Boom, I said it. But in this video, I would be detailing why I believe that and why, as a spiritual person, as an empath, or whatever you classify as, you are just in tuned, let's say, what you should actually do to, surpass or to transcend that lower vibration that they try to put your ass into. So I graduated high school about a year ago. I've always noticed that within school, I was always set at a vibrationally set path, okay? I was always at a certain fixed vibrational set point. I could never really ascend past, right? It was always neutral or something like that. I'll put the vibrational scale here so you kind of clearly know what I'm talking about, but it was always neutral or something. Could have been me smoking that, you know what I'm saying? Could have been that. But I also believe that it was because of school and the things that I was eating at the time. So let's just jump into the actual food that they feed us in school. If you are very in tune, you know how great food can play within your vibration. Whatever you eat, you become. You know what I'm saying? You are what you eat. That's not a saying for no reason. It's very true. So whatever you eat become your vibrational set point. After 36 hours of eating, your food is fully digested. It becomes, feces or poop, whatever you want to call it, right? And that actually becomes your vibration. It starts out as food, and then it digests into another form of matter, and then it digests into another form of matter, until it eventually goes away or goes into the fourth dimension and becomes your actual auric field. So I say that to say this: the food that they were feeding us was disgusting. Disgusting. I wouldn't feed that food to my worst enemy. Maybe prisoners. I mean, when you compare the food that they feed to prisoners and the food that they feed at public schools, because I had a school that was actually a private school right next to my school, and they was feeding all them kids that good, as good as American food can be, right? Because we all know American food, period, it's all fat and it's all nutrients are gone. But mostly they were feeding us very non-nutritious food, right? And it's kind of funny because I remember that at my little table, there was always be a joke about Michelle Obama and how she fixed up the food and how she made it healthier. No, she didn't do anything. If anything, she made the food more low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? We had weak salads. The salads was like this small, this thing of greens, this small thing of fruit, then a big old low vibrational like main dish. It's all in balance. But we know how school pizza look and we know how normal pizza look. Pizza in general isn't healthy, but it's all in balance. But that school pizza, that thing hit different, and not in a good way. Or they fed us a Salisbury steak, disgusting. So all these things were here to lower our vibration. And if you didn't know, school was also created by a well-known Rockefeller. I'll put the information here. It was created by a well-known Rockefeller to create a worker, essentially. I remember I was having a conversation with my buddy today, and he was telling me some very interesting information, and he says something significant along the lines of, I didn't learn any of this stuff in school. He said, I didn't learn none of this stuff in school, and that's how I felt as well. I've learned more things outside of school than in school. So I've been outside of school for 1 year. And within this 1 year, I've learned more about not only myself, my inner reality, but my outer reality as well. Not only the fourth dimensional world, but the physical world as well. How to do taxes, how to do, all these things that as a modern day person you need to know. This year outside of school helped me really solidify my beliefs and help me learn more things. But most of those things wasn't taught in school, bro. I don't remember anything. If you put me in a class of 7th graders, I wouldn't pass. I'm gonna ask you the same question. If they put you in a class of 7th graders, would you pass? Cause bro, I could barely do long division. But the point really is, that's okay. Because we don't need those things. Now, let's get into the real agenda of it. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. When you are a younger, you harvest the most energy, whether that be sexual energy, whether that be kinetic energy, whether that be physical energy, whether that be masculine energy. That's why puberty, all that thing happens in that sort of amount of time. Because from the ages 16 to 25, that's how you harvest the most amount of energy. That's why they kind of try to drag you into college. I'm not going to talk about college in this video. I didn't go to college, so I don't know. I was in college for like a week. Real shit. But that's a whole another video of its own. But my point really is that they try to take your energy. They want to take this energy. It is like harvesting. On the fourth dimension, it's harvesting. We have 24 hours in a day. Whatever time you spend thinking and whatever time you spend doing action, that is going to literally create your reality. Have kids wake up early to learn about nothing. Nothing. What? Fake history? I mean, after you get the basics of mathematics and you get the basics of reading, what are we actually learning, bro? What are we actually learning? It's really crazy how a lot of parents know these things. A lot of parents are conscious of it, and they ship their kids off to school anyways. I'll tell you this thing. My kids aren't going to school. Now I know when I get older at least, I don't know how this matrix is going to turn out. It's an everyday thing with this matrix. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow type. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing could go down tomorrow. So it's a ticking time bomb with this thing. But if there is a such thing called school, then my kids not going to school. They're going to be the smartest ones in the society. They will be the most intelligent people of that society, but they're not going to school because I'm aware of the things that go down there. And I'm in this video, I'm talking about the outer experience, but I ain't even talking about my own experience with racism within my school. I live in a mostly white suburban area. I come from Chicago, but I live in a mostly white suburban area. There was a lot of racism going down in that school. There was a lot of hierarchies going down, and that goes back to my point, which is about it. You are a worker, so you're working at school doing pointless things. So when you go to the workforce and you're doing pointless things, you think it's better because at least you get money, right? See, that's another thing. In school, you're giving so many hours of your life. So many hours of your life. 1 hour of your entire life you're never going to get back. Time is the most important currency. 1 hour of your life you're never going to get back. 30 minutes of your life you're never going to get back. That's why you got to make every moment count. But they're taking so much of your time and you're getting nothing back. It's there to set up your future. How am I going to create a future if you're taking so much of the present? You're taking all of my present and you want me to create the future. Okay. The Rockefellers know this. The elites know this. And they know what energy they are harvesting from us. They know that when you go to school, when you spend a lot of time, when you spend most of your day inside this box, inside this container, away from the sunlight, away from nature, you become dormant and you become a sheep. Period. You close your eyes and ears to the agendas that's going on because you've been living in it for so long. And you become a worker. That's what it was designed for, to make you a worker. It wasn't designed for you to become intelligent. Hey, why don't we read Think and Grow Rich in school? Why don't we read Autobiography of a Yogi? Why don't we read The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy? Why don't we read The 80-20 Principle? Why don't we read those books? But no, we read books that are entertaining. You know, some are entertaining, some are either boring as fuck or it's entertainment. But overall, it doesn't give us anything to create our future. So school doesn't create your future, it damns your future. If you're going to have kids, is what I'm saying, don't send them to school, bro. Get a tutor. Teach them yourself. Something more. Don't send them to school, because you are setting them up for failure spiritually. On a physical plane, maybe they could be successful, but on the spiritual plane, you're setting them up for failure. It takes a hard body soul to get through school. It takes a hard body soul. And if you're in school right now, what I would recommend to you is just know what you're gonna do. If you want to go to college, study, do what you do, but do it for you. If you just want to get your GED, cool, do it for you. Don't do nothing for nobody else, because eventually, bro, it's only gonna be you. Every day it's only you. So whatever you want to do in school, whatever goals you have in school or outside of school, make sure you have intention behind them. Don't just run around school. You know, you doing all these papers, you doing all this stuff, but you don't know what you want to do in your future. You just doing it to do it. Even if you're doing it just so you can have some discipline, just so you can build discipline within yourself, do it for that. Have reasons why you're doing this schoolwork. Have reasons why you're not doing this schoolwork. Have intentions behind your actions. Don't just do things to do things. And also always have time for a little bit of spirituality. Always have time to meditate. Always have time to be introspective. Always have time to learn about yourself and the outside world. Always have time to learn things outside of school. And that's another thing for my people who have just graduated like myself, or you've been outside of the school system for a while. Learning doesn't end at school. That's what they want to teach you. That's what they want to tell you. Is that when you learn, it ends at school. Oh, I learned all I went through high school. I learned all I need. No, all your life you're a learner. Okay? And in life, you are the teacher and you are the student as well. Other people are your students, but other people are your teachers. So when you're done with high school, no. When you're done with college, no. You are always learning. Never close your mind off. I believe that's it for today, guys, though. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please tell me what you thought about the video. Don't forget to like, too. I said that already, but I'm going to say it again, because that actually helps the algorithm and helps me go up and, helps out the channel as well. And I want to spread high vibrational content to as many people as possible. But I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out. I ain't afraid of death, said I ain't afraid of dying, cause I always got my higher self and source conscious. Boy, I'm getting nauseous, I ain't never stopping, gotta stay cautious, but I ain't no novice, and I'm moving like a prophet, but now I need to stop it. Humble myself, learn from myself, meditate, be one with myself. Nobody else can ever destroy me but myself.